let's talk about that thing, that magnetism some people just seem to have. They walk into a room and you can just feel the energy shift. Is that some kind of magic? Or is it something you can actually learn? Well, today we're going to break down the mechanics of attraction, pulling our ideas straight from a masterclass on the subject.
And right there, that's the whole game. The source is telling us this isn't some gift handed out to a lucky few. It's a power that's already inside all of us. The trick is you just have to learn how to unlock it. So the first step, stop thinking of it as magic. It's not. It's psychology. Right, so that's the big shift in thinking we need to make. We've got to throw out that old idea of the natural-born charmer. We're looking at this in a completely new way.
And this really just lays it all out, side by side. The myth we all hear is that attraction is this mysterious thing you're either born with or you're not. But the truth, according to our source material, is the complete opposite. It's a skill. You can learn it, you can practice it, and you can get really good at it. It's all about finding what's already in your personality and just turning up the volume.
Okay, so how do you actually do this? Well, the source gives us a really cool framework. It's built around 9 different personas, or what it calls archetypes. You can think of them like blueprints for building this magnetic quality. And here's the really clever part. These aren't just random personality types. Each one is specifically designed to zero in on a really powerful basic human desire. The desire for adventure or fantasy, or just to feel totally adored. When you step into one of these roles, you're not just faking it. You're basically speaking a language that connects directly with what someone secretly wants. So take a look at this list. You've got the siren, the rake, the charmer, all 9 of them. The idea here is that as you're looking at these, one of them, maybe 2, is going to feel familiar. It's going to click with something that's already a part of who you are. All right, to make this less abstract, let's do a deep dive. We're going to zoom in on one of the most famous and honestly most powerful archetypes in the whole book, the siren. I mean, look at how the book itself puts it. The ultimate male fantasy figure. That's not subtle, right? This goes way beyond just being attractive. It's about becoming this larger-than-life, almost mythical vision of desire. So what's the siren really selling? It's escape. Simple as that. Think about it. Our daily lives are full of rules, chores, responsibilities. The siren is the promise of a place where none of that exists. Just pure, unfiltered pleasure. And that is an incredibly powerful hook. And these are the tools of the trade for a siren. Notice it's not just about looks. It's about a heightened and charged presence. There's a hint of danger, this idea that you could lose control around them, which the source argues is something people secretly crave. It's all a carefully built fantasy, but one that feels more real and way more exciting than the real world. Okay, so that's the siren. A pretty intense example, right? But it shows you how deep this goes. So now, the big question. How do we bring this back to you? How do you start building your own persona? And it all starts with this question. Just look inward for a second. What do you see? Are you naturally a bit aloof and self-contained, kind of like a dandy? Or are you someone who just makes people feel comfortable, like a charmer? Step 1 is just knowing yourself. And this is so important. This is not about faking it or trying to be a completely different person. No. The idea is to find a quality you already have and then just build on it, amplify it, and turn it into your own personal superpower. So the book lays out a pretty clear 3-step game plan. First, you gotta recognize your strongest trait. What's your natural go-to? Then, step 2, you amplify it. You add some flair, some conscious purpose, you shape it. And finally, step 3, you add depth. You work on a second, maybe even a third trait. Why? Because that creates mystery. It makes you less predictable and way more fascinating. All right, but there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's a big one. It's not just about what you add to your personality. It's also about what you need to subtract. The book has a name for this stuff, the anti-seducer. These are the qualities that just kill attraction stone dead. We're talking about things like being super insecure or impatient, totally self-absorbed, always needing people to tell you you're great. According to the source, you have to be ruthless about getting rid of these habits because they will completely sabotage everything else you're trying to do. And that brings us to this final idea, which I think is just a fantastic way to look at it. Think of these archetypes as empty roles, just waiting for an actor. By choosing one, stepping into it, and letting it really become a part of you,
You start building this magnetic character that, as the book says, can bring you limitless power. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Which character is waiting for you to bring it to life?